Are these John Blackthorne's kids?
Oh my god.
This would have to be in
Is
the
it?
future because there's a sword up there.
Yeah.
Because grandfather used it to fight off a whole army of Japanese assassins.
That's John
Grandfather
Blackthorne as a
Blackthorne.
grandfather.
No way. What are we doing here?
He brought souvenirs back home.
No,
Of course he
it
did.
is Jonathan Blackthorne.
Was it freely given to you by a savage?
Still one savage.
I was the savage.
Oh, it's the same
my
for
God,
Mariko's.
he's got that.
Oh.
This is terrifying to see.
Oh, he's blind. Which part's terrifying? That he's old?
Yeah, just time, man. Time comes for us all.
Shit.
I know it's gonna be like a. Their body shouldn't even be there.
Yeah.
Heavenly Father, we commit to you your loyal servant, Mariko-sama.
Don't know, lady.
Yabushige, are you
Yeah, but
happy?
you played yourself.
This is the Shogun Season 1 finale, everybody. We're the Normies. I'm Surge.
Nubby.
I'm Chris.
Somber opening here,
Very
you know.
somber.
I had the copium. To the last second, maybe she'd go.
No.
I know she'd be obliterated. She
Yeah.
was obliterated. I think just for dramatic effect, they wanted to have him holding her body.
Yeah,
there,
100%.
you know.
Yeah.
Because that explosion they showed us, I felt like they
Her
wouldn't be able
body
to.
ripped
Yeah, like
open.
y'all can't cut back to that mess. But
So-
the flash forward,
What a wow.
I need to see what's gonna happen. Is he just about to go pure berserk mode? He don't even know how to use that sword. He's a pirate. Is he just? I don't know. It's
Like went
exciting.
through assassins.
We know John Blackthorne lives through this ordeal.
Mhm.
That's all we know. Make season 2 interesting. Like, are we gonna have John still?
Oh yeah. Is it maybe something else in Japan?
Maybe we jump forward in time. I don't know.
Yeah. It's God, I wonder what is gonna happen now because like are the assassin gonna leave so they only wanted to kill her because it seems like she could have gone to sideways
You gotta
and
clean up.
survived because people survived. She didn't really need to do that show. I'm gonna stop this explosion in my body.
Well,
Very
guys,
sad.
We've started Barry over on the normies.com.
Barry.
I'm not in the crew, so if you hate me, that's the show for you. You can check it out right now, and we're going to be voting on the show after that once we're through, so definitely go do that.
We should start promoting the shows. If you hate me, I'm not on the show. Go watch.
かけがえのない家臣の非業の最後に色を失い、兄は秘密裏に江戸を抜け出し、戦の支度をしておる。
戦の支度なぞ何の意味もないわ。
No?
トラナガがどこで降伏するかそれだけじゃ。我らがしっかり団結しておるということよ。
Are we?
恥ずべき襲撃を命じた咎人が
Under our own roof.
この大老衆の一人やもしれぬと。
この癒しむべき襲撃をやってのけるやからは、不実で悪知恵の働くトラナガしかおらん。
Really?
he done it to himself.
マリコ殿のキリシタンとしての葬儀を執り行わねばなりません。
マリコ殿の死は気の毒じゃが、
We ain't got time for that.
あの者が明智家の身内じゃということを忘れてはなるまい。
マリコ殿は手厚く弔っていただかねば。
Seriously.
Yeah, shut up.
戦といたしましょうぞ。
お世継ぎにも加わっていただきとうござりまする。
お世継ぎの御旗のもと、謀反人となるのじゃ。
Sure thing.
戦と決まらば、その後金物に何が起ころうと、
You keeping him until then for
Finally,
some
we
kind of
can kill him.
leverage?
But he's such about this bureaucracy. It's crazy.
Oh! Earthquake.
Wow, what timing, dude. That's like a sign. Are you kidding me? That's like a
Yeah.
sign from God. Oh no. Japan itself did not want you to sign that, bro.
もう少し戦議を重ねようという。
Yeah! the word, seriously?
What luck?
What a luck, seriously.
You know, luck, it killed a bunch of Toranagas, man, but it just helped him here.
氷結は愛と伴ったのじゃ。
That was a vote, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Yabushike's in a bad place.
Yeah.
He sure is, bro.
You really have folded this time.
He's
Like,
about to see Ted dancing.
耳の方はようなんだか。
He can't hear shit you're saying, bro. He's 2 concussions in.
拙者マリコ殿は捕らえられるだけじゃと思う
逆らうたりするゆえ命を落としたのじゃ。あれでは救いようがないわ。
You guys brought cannons. Like,
藪重殿のご尽力は虎長が死んだ後、その方の大老の座は安泰よ。
oh, that's what he was given?
虎長公に戦を仕掛ける寸前まで行かれた。票は全て殿下に賛同。高島都を震源地とする大きな地震でござった。殿下の味方はそれを不吉な前兆とみなした。殿下は和平の道を探る方がなくなったのでござる。
Yabushige's seen the light now.
Oh! Why are we catching koi fish?
太閤殿下ナマズを咎められた。不徳不格好なナマズが譲ったせいで地震が起きたのじゃと。
藪重殿。ナマズはおらんぞ。
Concussion. Take him to a doctor.
伊豆へ戻られるがよい。兵を集め。
I think I'll just lay here in this pond.
Oh, shit.
There is a fish.
No, there's no fish.
This is what happens when you get fucking cannon exploded in a room,
He's
bro.
hallucinating.
His brains is jello.
Ishido, you messed up.
It's gonna take a while for that shit to get right,
Look
bro.
what you've done.
And Yabushige not only has concussed, she also has a huge guilt.
He was like your strongest.
Like, yeah,
ally.
like your strongest secret weapon, and you fucked up his brain. Damn.
That's so sad. He wasn't even there for the funeral.
お立ちくだされ。頃合いにござります。
This is realistic. All the injuries that happened to them, man. We're taking them out like this.
I mean, it is realistic. Like, you shouldn't be able to be in a room where an explosion goes off and you up and bouncing around the next day. Like, everybody's fucked up. It makes a lot of sense.
Yabushige, Anjin.
You have been permitted to return to Toranaga-sama's galley.
Damn.
Here is your pass.
Why am I receiving this permission from Lord Kiyama?
Is he?
Where is Yabushige-sama?
He is preparing the galley in Osaka Bay. I have come to bring you to him.
How did he get this permission?
They're already gonna go to war, right?
Perhaps there might come a time we can set aside our differences.
Nope.
Catholic and Protestant and Calvinist. And
What the hell is Calvinist?
Shittist.
I love this guy named Calvin.
It's only a shame. That day will never come. Will it, Father?
It will not. It's just such a long time ago. It still hasn't.
People will be catty neighbors about it.
You were meant to die in these woods, but an arrangement was made. You will leave Osaka alive.
You'll have to forgive me if I'm having some trouble accepting anything on your word.
You will just have to trust me.
Why are they just letting him leave?
Things are like, enough death has happened. Like, it was a big deal. Let's not do anymore. Until we declare war. Your bureaucracy is crazy, bro.
It was Lady Maria.
Oh, she's the one who made the deal.
She asked the church to spare your life before she died. And now I have. I have kept my word to her. Goodbye.
The church is kind of like the council, too, where they pretend to be all just and good, but they're also like, I mean, if we could kill him in the woods, we'll kill him in the woods. You know, because God says it's cool. Like, all these rules and shit, and it's still the same end.
Made sure you were safe, you know?
God, that one person like makes such a big difference, especially in his life, who called everybody savages.
何のことさ？カレーかなとは。
私の友人が読んだホックにございまする。
埋葬されたものか。
さようにござりまする。
God, that's such a formal way to say yes.
脇句をつけてやりませぬと、かようにしてはいかがでしょう。風なお吹きて、花は花なれ。
I wanted to go back and listen to that poem she said about the leafless branch.
God, he cannot like thank enough to be alive. I wonder what's up.
He's gonna find out Yabushige had anything to do with that. You know? Yabushige's dead.
He's like, let's get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
England.
そこへわしを連れてってくれ。わからんのか。そしたらあれじゃ。
No, no, no.
飛び込みをしなしてくれ。
Bro.
No, no, stop.
You
No,
are
no.
cooked. Just get your ass back
You
over
won't,
here,
you
bro.
won't be able to swim back.
Pull yourself together, man.
早く。
No, we're not swimming right now.
Pull yourself together, man.
Oh, is that his ship?
Oh, they sunk it. Wow.
Who sunk it?
Ishida, bro. You're taking L's after L's.
Yeah, let's go to war and take Ishida's ship.
He gets another ship, but I mean, like, he gets out of here eventually.
Eventually, somehow.
This fucking guy.
What? What? Excuse me?
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I mean, technically, he did go against Toranaga.
Fisherman.
Fucking Christians.
Christians did this.
Nope, I don't think Christians did it. That fisherman is playing him.
The last wish she gave them, they're betraying.
Or maybe they're like, yeah, we'll keep him alive, but we get to sink his ship so he can't fuck with our affairs anymore.
I feel like Toranaga sunk that sink and told fisherman to tell him it was Christians.
Yeah.
So that he can go against Christians. And what's happening here?
Fuck.
No, please don't kill Yabushige.
Why not?
I don't know.
I mean, he's fun to watch for sure, but he deserves it. Oh my God! Someone saw you, bro.
You did.
Of course, it was your duty.
So.
Yeah, it's not even like taking the
John's
vessels.
ready.
That's why he's ready to be like, let's go to England, man.
Can't believe he understands so much.
Damn.
Yeah, he gets it.
John's like, I'll be the second.
Or boiled in the whale blubber thing, the whale render.
He's wild, bro.
It's crazy. What?
I mean, you know, he's obsessed with death. That's when we met him.
Yeah,
He wants
so
to die in a cool way.
Yeah.
伊豆はもはや措置が跡目を決める領地ではない。解釈は誰がよい？
安心なのか。
なら。
Oh.
ならば、殿にお願いできますれば。
承知した。しからば明日。
I mean, he's mad too. He liked Mariko. Oh, she would have been sitting on the other side.
Yeah.
Proper, he's sitting now.
He's like back home.
I don't even want to watch the show anymore. Mariko is the best part.
これは私どもが大坂城を出立する朝、落ち葉の方から内密にお預かりをした文でございます。
Hell yeah. She's like, look, I'll stab him in the back for you, honestly.
読んだのか？
ひどい勘繰りでございますこと。
I would have read it.
Damn well she read that shit.
What a suggestion.
Damn. It's long?
Is it a poem? He smirked for a second. Is this what you were
Looks like
looking
relief.
for?
Looks like relief.
Right? It looks like we won the war.
Yeah. Probably why also Mariko was sent too.
私はお暇をいただきます。
Where you going?
虎長様から尼になるお許しが出ましたので。
Oh.
Nice.
富士様、いい尼。
精進いたしまする。
虎長様に文を私、明日殿に会いたい。
His acting is really good with just his facial expressions, especially this episode. Like,
Yeah.
portraying a lot there.
He does the I'm thinking of trying to figure out how to say this in my second language face really well. Like you can tell he's thinking like really hard to like.
There, he looked like he's upset at the end. He's ready to give Toranaga a piece of his mind. Or, I mean, earlier when he was leaving on the boat too, just sadness.
So good. Acting is so good.
And maybe Fuji-sama will be a translator next season. It's interesting, like a job like a nun can, like being a nun can offer so many opportunities in this time period.
Oh man, there's a Samurai Champloo episode where they help a lady who's she's a prostitute. They help her get out, and they're like, she's like, I have to like devote my life to my family. I gotta stay there, and they help her be a nun instead to like get away from like her other responsibilities.
What's happening here? Also, where's Buntaro? Did you get the news?
fuck? Yeah, I want to, like, what's
Did he
his
care?
reaction?
One single man tier.
I guess he's still shunned in that village or something.
刀の鉄砲を出せ。
Mm,
虎長様の恩前に参るぞ。
This is about to be a really good scene. I feel like I think he's got to just
He's
speak
gonna
his
have-
mind. He's gonna speak his mind.
without a translator.
I mean, he might be able to stumble through it.
Forgive me for the deception, Anjin Dono. I was born Tonomoto Akinao in the Azuchi Prefecture.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
You speak Portuguese?
I am a Christian, and
Wow.
also I am Tonomoto Akinao, vassal to Toranaga-sama.
Wow.
Wow.
dude.
Both these
For how
things,
long?
My lord says
Since he was
he
a kid,
will
I
not
guess?
rest until he finds those who help destroy your ship.
Notice he stopped bending over while he walked too.
My enemies didn't burn my ship. It was Mariko-sama. She hated my war against the Catholics. So she made an arrangement to trade my survival for the destruction of my ship. I was the disloyal one. Watakushi shinu, murabito shinanai.
So who the fuck you think you are?
From the day I set foot on your shores, I fed you shit. I fed you shit. Dicky.
Techie. This is one of the first words he learned, right?
He just wants to die. He doesn't care.
Is he about to
私アンジンはこの村への無慈悲な処罰に抗議いたす。
Dude. What's the
Is that
sin?
not him then in the future?
Oh!
Damn.
気が済んだのであれば、あの船を立て直し、
Yeah.
わしのために水軍を作るがよい。
Oh my god, he's finally giving him
Wow.
some job.
You
Yes.
do get to command a fleet, dude. What the fuck? This war is this is happening?
Yeah.
My god.
Jeez.
You know, if
dude.
they haven't shown the future, I would be like, he actually gonna die.
Yeah, we don't need heads on spikes and shit. That's what he was
ruining the vibe
protesting.
of the village.
Yeah, it's ruining
Come
the
on.
vibe.
Yeah, like
This
Toranaga.
lady's trying to sell fish back here, and y'all got heads rotting.
拙者は跡取りと定めていただいたことをかたじけなく思うとりまする。おじゅえ。
Man, all the characters die.
Out of everybody that's gotta die, Yabushige is one of the dirtiest.
Where is Buntaro?
そう思わなんだら申し出ておらぬわ。
Yeah.
わしは息子に恵まれなんだが、
Oh.
わしは息子のように思っておった。
God,
わ
this
しの
jacket
姿勢
is
力を
beautiful.
And the Japans are so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Read my death poem right here. Read my death poem.
Yeah.
I need a death poem.
It's so cool. He's also got to go stab himself to death.
I know.
50-50.
滝柄は焼くな埋めるなのみさらせ飢えたる犬の腹を満たせよ。
Oh my god.
見事な句であろう。お前もここに極まれると言われる。
おじゅえには多くの
He had,
What a
honestly. He
gutter ass poem for a gutter ass man.
Yeah, he did learn a lot.
これにてしまいじゃ。
We were introduced to
Now
this
the
guy by
learning
him
man.
boiling someone alive.
He did, which was used to render whale fat, apparently.
見事なご最後。
Oh. I liked him. He was fun.
I mean,
He was fun.
Yeah.
His time has run its course.
As a man on the team, I'd be like, I don't know what you're gonna do tomorrow.
Yeah, like I understand like maybe it was Toranaga's plan that you would actually leave, but then yeah, Mariko dying, that was all his fault.
我が甥は殿の良き配下になりましょう。殿は家宝者でございまするな。
そちのおかげじゃな。
安心もでございまする。あやつも拙者のおかげでございまするぞ。
He did give you a lot of plays, even if he was a
He's the one who brought him too.
fucking flip flopper, but still.
安心が船を燃やしたキリシタンどもを海で打ち負かすところも、この先見たいことがあまたありました。
そうやすやすとはよくまい。
I could have seen all that, man. I like how he's having this convo
壊
with
さ
him.
ねばならなかったのじゃ。
Uh-huh, Toranaga.
I knew it.
You were right. Wow. To further sow the seed for the Anjin's war.
やむを得ずの小細工よ。あやつにはいつか
Hopefully.
Now, tell him now.
No, we're waiting till the fleet.
Oh, to him. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking to. Okay, gotcha.
And all likely, he's like, he thinks he's here to fuck me, but I've been fucking him the whole time.
Oh, damn. You're writing fate out here, people.
今や殿の軍は多勢に無勢。ここで皇帝にございまするか。
This was Crimson.
うまくいくかもしれません。
Lady
拙
Ochiba.
者にはどうしたら勝てるのか。
The Lady Ochiba assist.
せめて拙者が死ぬ前に教えてくだされ。
Yeah, yeah, please tell me all.
Do you think do you think I'd tell you that?
That was Crimson
大
Sky.
老衆が結束しておる限り、大坂に軍を送るなどもってのほか、それはすなわち死を意味する。女子を一人送り込
That
む。
was Crimson Sky. Yeah.
軍勢にもできぬことをさせたのじゃ。
So the doubt.
Now there will be
And
revolt.
now that you know, I also have to
And-
kill you.
Maybe have Ochiba on our side.
Whoa.
Wait,
お
whoa.
よそ一月のうち、
Okay.
我らは関ヶ原にて敵と対峙いたす。
Sekigara.
お世継ぎの軍が石堂側につけば、わしの軍勢に勝ち目はない。
Dude, this is crazy. Just meet here to just fight. Like,
However.
マリコ殿のお子がのおかげで、落ち葉の方は石堂との命。
Nice.
その日石堂には掲げる御
he's
旗
just now finding out.
On the
You're cooked.
battlefield.
You're cooked.
刀すら抜く前に、そしてようやくわしの夢見た時代が来る。わしの新たな県政の要である。
Thought we were jumping forward in time, but I guess that hasn't happened yet.
アンジンと初めて会った時、奴が何と申したか覚えておるか。わしが戦うても望みはないゆえ。
Not if I win.
己が勝てば望みはある。
Mm-hmm. Winner writes a history.
すべて思いのままになる。
He's going for the dub. Make no mistake.
将軍の小さいも。
They
Now you really gotta
Yeah.
die.
They said that thing?
殿も他の者とさほど変わりませんな。
You want power.
本当のことを語ってください。
Yeah.
墓場まで持ってまいりまする。
I mean, you
Your
are.
grave
You're
is
about to
here.
die.
You're at
Just
your
tell
grave.
him. Just tell him. Is it for power, or is this something you're telling yourself? You really
If in
wanna-
the end he gets all the power anyway,
Who
he's like,
cares?
right?
死人に先々の話をして何とする。
Because we as an audience are still alive.
Make sure to let a dog eat me. He's smiling, bro. He's devious.
Oh, so cruel.
Oh, Fuji.
You say cool or cruel?
Cruel. Cruel. Cruel.
I don't know. That's kind of nice, actually. I don't have to live with the pain of having gutted myself. Sever my spine immediately, please.
I've always been of the mind that a soul
No, I
committed
think
to the deep
put in the ashes in the
is a
water.
soul who, in some way, lives on forever within it. Zutto. Iso.
But I mean, she wants to bury it. Like, I think you should let her do what she wants to do.
Did she say she wanted to bury them?
Yeah.
She said I should bury them.
Yeah.
But like she was like, I don't know. She
They're
wasn't
already
ready.
ashes. That's good. That's a nice thing he did for her.
No, keep that with you. Don't throw it away.
アンジン様の手にいたしましょう。
But I thought he had it in the future, so was that not?
Maybe
the
not her
future?
cross, but he has a cross.
Okay.
I thought it was hers too. I'm assuming the future stuff is true though.
Then maybe he has like been able to move on.
Maybe it comes on the shore, like wash shore or something.
Nah, that'd be too cheesy, bro. Oh, this shore? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could like come back here to the
Yeah,
village.
not to England.
Yeah. I was like, no way.
They're like right here.
Just
and he
pissed in
just
the wind.
and he just happened to be there. Hey, there he is.
Oh my god, oh my god, God, oh
We're
my
doing
god,
this?
God, my god.
Last
God,
time we was
my
out here, you
God.
tried to kill me. No, he looked too sad to try to
Did
kill
he
me.
just find out? He's gonna help. Yes.
Right, you miserable sniveling! festering shitbag. I have a feeling this is the one. Here we go. Now get up. What are you? Just keep that between you and I.
They're just gonna pull this bitch out the water. That's crazy, bro.
So they are working together finally. Yeah, Buntaro and Anjin.
He has to. His wife gave her life for the cause. God, it's not even moving.
I mean, a little bit. They're getting like a little bit of rope, bro. They're getting inches, though.
That's how
we're just gonna pull this boat out of. This is crazy.
Well, how else? I guess. Right?
I mean, they had a way to do it.
Break.
Is she worth the blisters?
Oh yeah.
I need 100 dudes down at the beach with ropes. We're just gonna pull this bitch in. We're just gonna do it. It's crazy.
I guess we can fix it.
I mean, yeah, 100%. It's good wood and shit still.
Yeah.
Tie those ropes off. Don't let that bitch sink back in.
What happened to Richard Alpert?
He was with the Portuguese. Oh yeah, a little top on, a little.
Probably just water, right?
I hope it's booze.
Oh, he gave it to Buntaro. Oh.
Bunch of working men ain't out here trying to drink no water on the beach.
This is man shit. Now he's like the only friend
Nah,
left.
it's water.
Fuji's leaving. Yabushige's dead. I guess Buntaro is gonna be pal.
Right? You know, they're pocket brothers.
Buntaro and pals. He knows. Do you know? He knows. Maybe not.
Very similar to Sisyphus over here. He pushed this ship up a hill.
Sisyphus.
I think he realized what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right there.
There's just
like,
no way you don't
you
know.
motherfucker.
Like he stood there. You're telling me you didn't see who did it? Oh my God. I understand why we have season 2, but I'm okay if this was season because they kind of told us what's gonna happen in the future and it kind of like concludes it. It's like, makes sense. We don't really need to see it, but
I guess we don't know if it does come to fruition or not.
but now with the season 2,
yeah,
it might not come to fruition.
That could have worked because it's cool. Like he didn't want to tell you the end. Right here, this was the most important part. Crimson Sky happening was the victory essentially.
Yeah,
like that's.
He's like, yeah, I already won.
The war is innocuous. It's just like dressing. Like that's when the betrayal will happen or wherever. Like I'm just trying to imagine if there wasn't a season 2, then he becomes Shogun in the way he described.
This would essentially be a perfect fucking season of television.
Yeah,
which isn't a thing we often get. Like put a fucking button on it.
I feel like it is
just
a perfect
been
season
like,
television.
yeah, like
This
I
still-
would have.
I'm not counting a season 2. This was a perfect season.
As a person who typically is like, oh yeah, if you got more to tell on the story, tell it. I feel like if I was the people who made this show and they're like, you get a chance for a season 2, it would take a lot of conversation to be like, should we even do a season 2? Because season 1 was so fucking
So
perfect.
good.
I have to pee so bad it feels like it's coming
That
out.
is-
my mouth.
Hey.
Oh my God! Look at that. There's a Ketty.
We have a new edition. I'm so glad you're able to join us for the discussion.
Me too. I
Yeah.
was actually really bummed this morning when everything went down and I couldn't be here, but I am here now.
Yes.
It was,
How did you guys enjoy yourselves?
Dude, Mariko. Mariko.
Mariko.
I will never be
You know who we talking about.
The whole season.
I can never say it. But it was so sad. Really thought that it wouldn't happen to her, and then she does, and just
The whiplash, man.
whiplash.
Like, oh, they're building up to it. It can't happen. Is it gonna happen? Oh no, she's saved. Oh no, she's blown up.
And then here, Suji goes like, maybe there's a way she
Maybe.
still. I was like, dude, we watched that 3 times.
Someone left a pile of hopium on the table.
They
Okay,
did.
the only reason is because she wouldn't have had a body for just the the integrity, artisticness of the scene. They decided to give her the body so that he could read her.
She died beautifully for a person who was recently exploded.
Which is that something you do if you're Protestant? Also,
What?
like reading the rights is like both Christians do that.
I
So
mean,
he's talking
people
to the
just
guy
pray
like
over anyone's body in general.
he was like, I
Just
did
send
read
them
her
off.
rights of like the God, like not your God or my God, but the God. Remember when he said that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Right.
So
I think-
I've also saw it as it was coming out. So there's like certain things I don't exactly remember.
I think for John Blackthorne, like, I mean, I don't know which specifics of his Protestant sect it would even be, but I don't know. I think he was saying like I did it for like an even higher up, but they have the same God. It's the same fucking book.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just think he was just saying like, you know, because she was a part of multiple cultures and multiple religions, that maybe when he was like asking for forgiveness and that she could be sent off, that he's like, you know, just kind of stepping aside of all of the technical rituals and just
just being human.
Yeah, and they both respected Mariko-sama enough to like put their religion aside like that, in their petty squabble of Christianity aside, and he did actually honor it because they didn't burn the ship.
Yeah,
that was never part of the agreement. So I don't know. It's really telling that that's a big gesture on their part to actually have let him go.
Yeah,
they would have let him
Especially, the woods outside of Osaka is just
bandit city, bro.
He got out there. He's like, so this is where it happens. The bandits are coming on. I bet.
Well, the head bandit didn't make it.
Senior lead bandit, dude, Yabushige himself.
MVP this season, right?
You do love Yabushige,
dude.
His facial expressions.
I love
his
him.
poem, his death poem.
Right.
It was so
Let a dog
nice.
eat me.
Yeah, it was
That's
like
it.
it makes total sense.
And he's like, pretty good, right?
I love the. So if you watch behind the after the episode and stuff, they have interviews with him.
Oh, really?
He's so fun.
Does he speak like English well?
Japanese. Well,
or is he like English his second language, or?
I think the behind the scenes is all in Japanese mostly.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Even here Sanada is speaking in Japanese.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Good. It took me a while. I looked up Mariko-sama because I'm like, where is she from? And I don't really remember her from this thing because I only saw this movie once. But Fast 9, she's Han's daughter.
Really?
Like,
really?
She's like the girl that
That's so
comes.
funny.
It's like,
We
I'm
Lord.
Han's daughter.
Hold on.
Yes, Han has a daughter, and she's in Fast 9, and Han's alive.
Which one's the one?
That's
Fast 9 is the one where they go to
that's
space,
Mariko?
right?
That's space. The space.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I only saw the
yeah.
movie one time, and she is in that. Han's daughter. I missed when they showed
Anasawai.
images.
Yeah.
of her.
Anasawai, yeah.
She is also
Damn.
In Monarch,
She's in Monarch.
aka looking for Godzilla. Where's Godzilla? How do we
Honestly,
keep losing
I will have to
Godzilla?
watch that
Monarch
now.
is such a good show.
Sounds up your guys. You guys are
Yeah.
both
You know we
for
love
that show.
Anyway, my favorite episode, my favorite scene from these last 2 episodes I missed is the one where Blackthorne and Fuji are on the boat
Yeah.
and they are,
Throwing out the
together saying farewell to, like they both. She doesn't understand him at all when he speaks English.
Yeah.
He barely can get any Japanese out, but like they are on the same page in that moment. And I loved it so much. I literally, when I watched it the first time at home, I thought about maybe I should call somebody because I shouldn't be in this state by myself. I was crying so much.
It was so sad.
Ravi was a wreck on the couch here. I was like,
Last 2 episodes.
It was just one of those things like they were doing a lot of acting without saying certain points. Like they are saying words, but people are not understanding each other. But they can understand the gesture.
Yes.
Like even when Fuji and them are sitting watching the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, they both came, like, when he came to Japan, he referred to everybody as barbarian. She also referred to him as a barbarian with, the bird. And so them just, like, finally meeting each other at, like, an equal level.
Yeah.
Building that kind of, some kind of relationship
and at
there.
that point, like, realizing that you don't even need a language to understand each other.
Yeah.
And he knows
if you
enough.
meet each other at
Some
the common
things
ground.
like transcend. For me, just the whole show in general and the Cold War-ness of it all, I really enjoyed. Because I think that in a lot of TV shows, you get these like big fights and these big battles and you're trying to figure out like who's going to win and what's going to win. But like if you even look at the world that we live in today and all of the arguing and the politicking and all the shit that goes down before any shots are shot, before any fire is fired, it's always like people moving and setting things up. Because like at the end of the day, like when you do start a war, that's like the definitive final thing that you can do. And so as much preparation as possible before that is the like key to winning essentially. Like what goes down on the battlefield is important as well. But like if you spec in most of your time into prepping everything beforehand, then you can like get the best upper hand. And you see like Toranaga really being like, my plan is to, yes, become Shogun, but like without like a war happening.
Yeah.
If I do this the right way, I can end up as the top position without ever having to really spill like tons and tons of blood, because you know it's a stain on your legacy and shit, even though people have died.
Remind me.
War's strategy and like that, like we said, Crimson Sky was Mariko's sacrifice. And so that was the important battle to be seen. Like that strategic chess move,
Yeah.
which is just essentially pieces moving on a board. that clinched it. The ensuing battle is going to be cool and heroic, and I'm sure hard fought, but it's already been decided, and what we saw unfold was like what you would imagine is the boring political stuff, what is actually what is strategy that wins the war.
That's why it was the penultimate episode.
Remind me, what happens to Ochiba?
Ochiba's like, the Heirs army isn't gonna join. She sends a message to Toranaga saying that like when everybody lines up with their armies and everyone's ready to fight, like the heir, they won't be flying under his banner. And that was the other thing too, is that Ashita was
whatever
like,
you know is what happened because
she just doesn't remember.
I just don't remember.
Ashita being like, when we go to war, like flying the heir's banner means that like our side will be lawful and that their side will be unlawful because he's such a fucking bureaucrat still. It's like, that's what really matters at the end is like who's gonna follow what they're gonna say, but they're still all fucking fighting each other. And then because of that, when the heir's banner isn't on his side, like he'll be defeated himself personally based off of his own words, you know?
I wanted to go back to the Anjin and Fuji. Yes, what Marquetta was saying, their relationship is the most endearing because, I don't know, like he sees her as a real friend now, and him trying to order her to stay, like when he was like, was just him being like, no, I need somebody here. Like you're like my only friend now, which I'm glad he kind of got that with Buntaro at the end. Maybe like that's like your only shared connection, like kindred spirit there. But like Fuji and his scene on the water, first of all, so many great scenes happen on the boat. Like his facial expression when he was leaving after he found out Mariko negotiated for his release. He was trying to hold it together, and like he was like, "No, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry."
Yeah.
And he just like when you can't hold it back, and it happened over the water.
He has like a dog face.
He does.
Yeah.
I think that's what made it even more sad. I was like, now I'm crying because he is crying.
Yeah,
like,
he has a puppy face.
It happened like, I don't know if it's because he likes the water, but I feel like a lot of important emotional beats happen when they're in the boat or over the sea or water, any ocean, because it represents like the freedom.
And neutrality too.
Yeah.
Because like again, it's swim. Like when they can like be like when he's in Japan, he's a foreigner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the water, they're just people.
Yeah. And the cross, she told him he dropped the cross, like straight Titanic. So like, I don't think the future happens. Like I think because when he was talking to Toranaga and he was about to commit seppuku, they flashed to the flash forward scene and they framed it in a way where it looked like that could just be him dreaming of this future,
because it is a dream.
Because he was about to die. I fully believed he was about to die there, and they had convinced me that that's just a vision he was having of a proposed future. That's not the actual flash forward.
So the thing that I had written down is
because the cross is gone. Is it the same cross?
Let's see. I don't know. I wanted that to
it looked the same.
Go away.
So he has like those beads.
Those are rosaries. So like all rosary have the beads are prayer
just
beads.
A cross. Yeah.
That's how they're designed.
They also, it was blurry. So maybe if it was more blurry, then maybe they could have focused on.
I think
more.
So he is holding. All right, he's a Protestant. He's
I think
holding
that's a red herring too.
He's a Protestant and he's holding a rosary, and rosary's like specifically a Catholic thing. So he's still remembering her. It's in remembrance of her.
Are you sure?
Maybe he changed.
I am 100% sure about that.
I thought that they all have beads.
No.
Prayer beads.
No. But I feel like
the rosary is strictly some
even
Catholic
in Islam,
shit.
people have rosaries.
But the rosary itself is a Catholic thing. Okay. The beads on there represent different prayers that they do.
The act of him dropping in the ocean, or not the ocean, the water, when Fuji told him to do it, was kind of him letting her go, right? In a way, or like
she said, you're
the last one to hold her, but like it's symbolic in a way, like when you let things go that way too.
But not necessarily, because like
would he
Fuji...
be thinking of her on his deathbed still? Like
if that sword was still there, because like we don't know when he leaves, we don't know how much of his life he spent in Japan, and the fact that what I had written down was that if that is the future, and he's like, oh, how did this sword get chipped? And he was like, he fought off a bunch of samurai with it. Then like he'll learn how to fight. That's gonna take a while. He will be in Japan. If that shit's true, he'll be in Japan for years.
I mean, he probably did the war. But I didn't see that scene as her letting go of Mariko, because Fuji is not letting go of her husband and son, but more so putting them in a peace, like resting them in a peace in a place that is where kind of.
For sure.
So for me, it was more so. He is letting, like, he's dropping that so that she can be at peace in her own land.
Yeah.
But
I like that too. It's just, I've seen this a lot, maybe just in my experience, like the symbolism of moving on after a trauma is like that. of letting go, and both of them needed to move past this. She's going to become a nun. He's going to now raise a fleet of an army.
Yeah.
So like I feel like it was a little bit of both.
Too quick to
I don't know. Let me know what you think. I want to know if that was a flash forward or not.
I think they go hand in hand though, because they need to, in order to move on, they need to give those people proper rest. Like you need to stop holding on to like wanting revenge or like anything like that, and then let them rest and move on to yourself. Like it's all one thing.
Yeah, both can be true.
To me.
Both are true. How do we
the earthquake that happened?
Oh yeah.
So like what is up with that? So there was a story. First of all, we saw the earthquake that decimated Toranaga and a lot of his people. And then we heard of a story about another earthquake omen.
Was what's his name? Yabushige was saying the story in concussed way.
And like how that's what happened to the Taiko on the day that he supposedly had people vouching for his side, and that was the bad omen. And then the earthquake happened right as he signed the thing. I'm like, no, bro, are you kidding me? I'm not, like, even if you are superstitious, I'm like, come on, we have to wait a day. Like, that's no way.
I feel like they live in a country with so many earthquakes that every time an earthquake happens, someone's doing something somewhere, and they're probably like, So for him, being the bureaucrat that he is, he's like, man, fuck that shit. Fine, let's keep on moving on. But it was a bad omen. But I feel like
someone's like came and like an earthquake happened and
they're like,
oh my god, I can move.
They're like, that one right there, son, we hit it, we hit the mark. You're pregnant, guaranteed.
Sorry,
baby.
Marquetta was about to say something intelligent.
I was just gonna remind that when the first earthquake happened, it was a small one when Anjin was in the onsen, and Mariko came by and she was like, "Oh, it's just a baby earthquake," and he was like, "What?"
He's not freaked out enough about that. If it was my first time experiencing that, I wouldn't shut up about it.
Yeah. But I guess like then you see another one that actually decimated so many people, like 1,000 people.
The mountain moved.
So after that, you kind of start comparing. Yeah, that was a baby one.
See, I'm just, if I witnessed that with my eyes and I had a boat, I'd be like, so I'm getting the fuck out of here. Your land's cool and all, but sometimes it randomly moves. I've been here for 4 months and it's moved 3 times. I think I've had enough of Japan. I'd be scared, but I understand he's a badass, so he's unshooketh by it. There's men with swords that'll kill him, so yeah, I just would be like, fucking ground moves here like every month.
Yeah,
isn't it sad to kill Mariko in this like what I want to call a freshman season? But honestly, I want to view it as its own thing. Like I feel like maybe it should have just stopped.
It
here.
was supposed to,
right?
There was never supposed to be season 2.
And you can tell with the way they give away the endings. Like I don't know if in the book they go up to the battle or not, but like
it's the curse of success.
I thought that this was fine because this was the battle, and like we didn't need to see a big like Game of Thrones CGI big battle budget. Like like at the end we didn't need to see the 5 armies and like the big clash and the big death of Ishido. Like,
I think
this was the death. Like this was the nail in the coffin.
And on that note too, it makes me feel like the flash forwards are the future because they're like, hey, this is our only season. We need to tell them that Anjin's gonna survive this shit. Anjin's gonna learn how to use the sword, and also on his deathbed, still be thinking about Mariko, like holding this cross that doesn't exactly belong to his religion. And so I view it as solidly. But now that there is a season 2, maybe they'll undo it.
Both of those are up in the air, maybe. Because that's just the future he was telling Yabushige that he,
Yeah, I think I love it, man, and I like Yabushige. I also like.
I love Yabushige.
I like how dirty Yabushige. There's a rapper here in Indianapolis called Nagasaki Dirt, and I feel like
Nagasaki Dirt.
He was getting
name Yabushige Dirt
at the end, bro.
Like, the fact that he was like, he's like, if I'm gonna die, bro, he's like, let's do something cool, like feed me the angry fish.
Yeah.
You guys have so many angry fish. You could be, because he's obsessed with death. He was trying to boil somebody. He's like, if I'm gonna die, make it cool. And they're like, sorry, so you don't have to be stabbing yourself. Which, out of all the people we've seen do seppuku, he did it the fastest because I think he's been a disgusting man when it comes to death. And he's like, I've been known I could do this. He just
because he held
and then he looked over at him like, yep.
He was close to doing it in that first or second episode. He fell down the cliff.
That one was in the water, and he was just like, I don't really want to drown. Which I guess you're obsessed with dying. You couldn't, because I guess drowning isn't very honorable. It'd be a really sad way to go. You live out on the beach.
But I love that in the end, he asked the questions that needed to ask. He was like, I'm dying for love of God.
Like, just
give me the answers.
But you know what he didn't get an answer for? Like, so did you do this for power? Like, so,
I think he got a smirk. He kind of got a smirk.
So yes, Toranaga is low key. So for peace and prosperity of the Japans. And so Mariko's sacrifice means something. She died the most meaningful sacrifice to help usher in a shogun for a peaceful era of the Japans. But I do feel like he has some personal ambition in
100%.
it. But to be in that role, I guess you need someone with a little bit of that ambition. Otherwise, how is this shit going to get done, right? Like,
I don't think
someone needs to be in the captain's seat.
I don't think anybody holding power over an entire country anywhere is 100% innocent at all. And for this man, you want that. You have to want the power, like at the end of the day. And for him to be like, so did you just do all this shit for the power? The answer is both. He's like, one, I'm kind of a decent person. I don't want to just do a war to have all the power, but now I have this perfect opportunity where I'm going to get to have all the power and get to trample all my enemies. It's a fucking win-win for me. Why wouldn't I want that, you know?
Yeah, I think the power may not be the high priority, like motivator, but it is somewhat of a motivator because he really wants a world of peace. Like he really tried to do things without a battle. Like he sent Mariko in there because she could do what the whole army couldn't. Like literally as one person be able to put on this show and able to like take all the noble families out of there that's not hostages and even turn Ochiba to his side. Like Toranaga was so many steps ahead and Mariko was able to do it. Like even at the end when he's giving the dream, it was like, oh, I bet like armies will be there. Then we'll get a message at the last minute that Ochiba is not bringing her banners. And then that's like that. Everything's going to be turned away without any killing. So he really wants peace. He just doesn't want, and if that means that he has to be a shogun, then he gets the power where he doesn't have to play the stupid games anymore. It's like, I'm going to just take it in. Like, who doesn't want power? But
So be it.
I love that he really did try to be 10 steps ahead. It was like, let's just do it as less way possible because this is so stupid that I can't even deal with it.
I thought for a second he was going to be like, you want to know something, Yabushige? I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
I don't even know what's going on. That would have been wild.
That would have been wild.
They can't know your next move if you don't know your next move.
Yeah. That is hilarious. I would have not expected it.
You know what? Nestor Carbonell winning Best Supporting Actor is cool and everything.
Who is Nestor Carbonell? What show?
Blackthorne.
Richard Opper. Like he won for this show in this role.
He's barely in
but
it.
Yeah, if you ask me, Yabushige's actor should have won Best Supporting Actor because that shit was.
You know what it is? Lost fanboys probably.
No, it's white adjacent actor should win an award, but we can still get away with it being a multicultural thing because he is like a little bit of thing, but he's white.
He's
passing.
Portuguese, right?
Yeah, but he's white passing.
I mean, Portuguese is if you Portuguese, you Portuguese. If you Portuguese, you move to America, then you white.
You speak Portuguese. No hate on Nestor Carbonell because he did amazing. Every actor and actress did amazing. Yeah. I just want to give like.
I would watch a Yabushige show.
Everybody deserves a reward for.
Maybe we can find something that Yabushige is in and watch that.
Yeah, I was just trying to find that poem, just to like listen to it one more time.
Yeah, she finished the poem, or Lady Ochiba had to finish the poem with the air, right?
Yeah, flowers are flowers because they fall.
Which is dope because it's like
something about the wind.
You got to pluck them to make them beautiful in your house and whatnot.
Yeah. Here.
Mariko, no.
The snow remains. No, the haze of cold evening. We just reading it.
That's
Leafless
it.
branch. A flower is flower because it falls.
I think Mariko is the leafless branch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing too is that like Toranaga does keep people around that are like wanting. He's good at utilizing people's grief for a purpose and like giving those people purpose. And like since we met Mariko, we know that she's wanted to die, but like she used that like at a specific time, at a specific place to like further a decent enough cause. You know what I mean? Like if she would have had her way, she'd have killed herself when her family got taken, or at some point in time since then. But like she held on, and like she didn't end up killing herself. She was going to 100%, but she still ended up dying like for a reason. Because the whole show keeps talking about pointless deaths, and essentially everybody that we saw go died for a reason. There weren't any pointless deaths really. Even the guy with the bird. They were like, yeah, but he was sick, and like your word has to still mean something, or like it disrupts the order here. And we even see like the order being disrupted when Ishido comes in and he's like, hey, here's your papers. And then immediately all the other women are like, well, we want to leave too. We want to leave too. It's like, if we don't uphold somewhat of this order that we've like manufactured, then like shit starts to literally fall apart.
And what's a meaningless death? What's in a death? You know, meaningless death might appear meaningless in the instant or days or months, year after it happens, but many years, who knows what, you know, because what the Anjin, what John learned from the lesson of that gardener being killed is his words have meaning and carry power. And it probably influenced or shaped the way he carried himself and did these decisions. So yeah, technically the death was not meaningless. Because
and I mean, even Toranaga's son's death gave him 40 extra days.
It did. Oof. But Mariko obviously gets the goated. My death meant the most.
Okay, Yabushige's got us a good laugh. Yabushige's. But also Yabushige, really bro, you're such a slimy man. How did you not see that coming for yourself? I think he kind of did. He didn't really go kicking and screaming. He was like, you know what? I've double-crossed everybody here so far.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had this coming.
He really regretted Mariko dying.
Yeah,
he was in shock. He was saying, like, forgive me. That's why he outed himself there.
Yeah, because he thought she was only going to get captured and not killed.
Which is like...
Man, quit playing stupid games. About time he got a stupid prize for all this.
He was riding the edge for so long. It's surprised that he made it to this long. But, I hated him. And then I loved him. Hated him, loved him, hated him again. Unforgivable.
I'm gonna miss Yabushige and pals.
Yeah. Well, guys, it was a great show. Cannot wait for season 2 whenever that comes around. You know we're gonna watch that as a premiere. You know it's gonna be daily drop, day of the drop. So watch Barry. We have started that up on our website, thenormies.com. We'll see you later. Bye.